put it back to our hand, make another copy. These still have the mana cost, so we're still gonna have to sack one. But now, instead of losing it, we're still left. Hello again, welcome back, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins, Mr. Woofington has arrived. Orvar the All-Form and Wicked Wolf within a food-based Simic deck. Get ready to have your mind blown. This is absolutely amazing, and I guarantee you we're going to be seeing this all over the ladder as soon as it catches on. Of course, we will break down the deck list, each individual card. What does it do? Why was it included? What are its strengths and weaknesses? Moving into our strategies and synergy, what's our overall game plan, and how will all of the individual cards that we just discussed form a coherent archetype in which we can crush the competition with. Moving into the gameplay footage, talking about the playlines and interactions so you can see how the deck operates firsthand within the Mythic meta environment. Also, this will give you a great idea whether or not this deck is right for you and for your wildcards. Wrapping up with our final thoughts, reviewing the deck, and talking about future content plans after that. Cheers. Hope you guys have a beautiful experience here, enjoying the video, and we will see you soon with the deck. Alrighty then, Mr. Woofington. Now that's a deck name, right? We are focused around Wicked Wolf, Orvar the All-Form, and of course we do have some food to fill out the build. Before we get ahead of ourselves, we do have a 2.7 average converted mana cost, 16 creatures with 20 non-creatures, 24 land, making this a very well-balanced and aggressive mid-range deck. I can't go as far as calling it an aggro deck, and it definitely has combo elements to it, but it really is just a quick-paced mid-range deck for you guys, if you're curious, right? Simic is the color combination of blue and green, also if you're unfamiliar, and that's really all you need to know about this deck. It's revolving around Orvar, Wicked Wolf, with some food to fill out the gaps, and it is a mid-range deck. So let's break down the deck card by card, and then we'll get into the general strategies and synergies. Before we do that though, I do have to remind you guys that if you find value within today's video, give it a like. Right now, hit that like button. It's easy to do, turn it blue. That really helps my videos exposure to the rest of YouTube, and you would be surprised the difference. It's a lot. It basically doubles my income, which is really cool, and it would be really cool, but for right now, it's almost a must. Comment, do all this to help the video. Of course, we do have the 500,000 gem giveaway, free cash prize monthly tournaments, Brawl and Artisan format, 100 one-on-one coaching sessions with myself, and every single video we give away $10 to Grey Viking Games as well. So we do our best to help provide as much value to you guys as I can to help encourage you to support the channel through that like button. Now that little bit of panhandlings out of the way, let's break down the deck, and I'm going to give some value back to you guys here again. 4 copies of Unsummon at instant speed to return target creature to its owner's hand. You know, this is very cheap. We're running Orvar. This will help trigger it and protect our creature from removal. 4 copies of Gilded Goose, a 0/2, hashtag dyslexia, with flying. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token, which is nice. We can pay to tap the goose to create a food token on a later turn, as it will have summoning sickness when it enters. We can also tap the goose to sacrifice a food, adding 1 mana of any color, making it very nice within the build because we're utilizing food, and also we're utilizing a lot of ramp within the deck as well. We have 4 copies of the Snakeskin Veil at instant speed, putting a +1/+1 counter on target creature we control against hexproof until the end of turn. So much like the Unsummon, triggering Orvar because we're targeting a creature that we control, that's great. Unsummon also has the ability to target your opponent's creatures, which is nice also. But again, here with the Veil, we're gaining hexproof, so if they did target us, it's not gonna go through. And then if Orvar is in play, we get to make that copy. Plus it gets a little bit stronger, which is pretty cool. Into our 2-drops now. One of the main engines in the deck as far as our ramp goes is Wolfwillow Haven. Enchant land, enchanted land taps for an additional green mana. We can pay 5 to sack it to create a 2/2 on our turn. The turn 1 Goose is our highest priority. Our turn 2 Wolfwillow Haven is our highest priority, right? These will really set up the rest of the match for us in a comfortable way. We have a single copy of Wilt at instant speed to destroy target artifact or enchantment, cycling for 2, which means we discard it, draw off the top of our library. We can't disregard all the enchantments, all of the artifacts, because they're everywhere and they're strong. So Wilt kind of just gives us that hope where I can think in my mind, yes, we have an answer for that, channeling the heart of the cards, and boom, there's the top deck that we always wanted. We have 4 copies of Trail of Crumbs, an enchantment, 2 average mana here. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token, much like the Goose, and whenever you sacrifice a food, you may pay 1 mana. If we do, look at the top 2 cards of our library, put a permanent from among them into our hand, and the rest on the bottom in any order. This is really nice, and it's our main draw engine with the deck when we're sacrificing food, which we will do quite often. The only downside here to Trail of Crumbs is we have things like Unsummon, we have things like Snakeskin Veil, we have Wilt, Mythos of Illuna as well, that we'll talk about in a second. These are all instances and sorceries which are not permanents, so we'll not get to draw them with Trail of Crumbs, and they'll get put to the bottom of our library. But I still believe that the value through the general draw, even if it's just land, far outvalues not having it, plus it's the food, which we're relying on lots. So we're talking about Orvar the All form a lot, and if you don't know what it is, here it goes. A 3/3 with Changeling. That makes it every creature type, so we're not really utilizing that in this build, but do stay mindful of it, because, for example, if there's destroy all non-giant creatures, or whatever it happens to be, Orvar is going to be a giant, so it can actually save you sometimes, which is nice. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of those permanents. This is amazing. If you could double target your own things, that's going to be fire, but unfortunately today we're sticking with single targets. Whenever you cast a spell or ability that controls, or whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls forces you to discard this card, create a token that's a copy of target permanent. So there's lots of discards, and you can actually choose to discard over. For example, Croxa hits the field and you have to discard something from your hand. You can toss the all form out to take a copy of something, which is fairly beneficial, especially seeing as it is a legendary, so we can only have 1 copy of it in play at a time. So maybe we already have a copy of it in play, discard hits, we toss it, and now we can make a copy of something else, which is really quite nice. Mythos of Illuna. This is a 4 CMC sorcery, creating a token that's a copy of target permanent. If Gruul mana was spent to cast the spell, instead create a token of copy permanent, except the token has, when this permanent enters the battlefield, if it is a creature, fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. And what's really fun about this is we have the Gilded Goose in the deck. It can create a red mana for us to cast Mythos of Illuna for a fight effect. So we're going to swing back here in a bit for strategies and synergies. In the meanwhile, the Wicked Wolf, 4 copies of this in deck. This is our main, creature that we're looking to copy with all of our a 3/3, and when it enters battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature we don't control. Sacrifice a food, put a +1/+1 counter on Wicked Wolf. It gains indestructible until the end of turn, plus tap it. So, we can eat our food at instant speed without paying mana, without tapping the Goose, for example, to just trigger Trail of Crumbs if we want, giving it indestructible, +1/+1. That's awesome. Moving on to our final card, we've got 4 copies of the Feasting Troll King, 7/6 Vigilance Trample for 6 mana, 4 of those being green, so that's a little bit awkward sometimes. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, create 3 food tokens, sacrifice 3 food to return the Troll King from our graveyard to the battlefield on our turn, which is nice. So again, those sacrifice of the 3 foods will trigger our trail, which is nice, and we can dump our mana into a draw there as far as strategy goes. So follow along with me here, kids. So that's the deck list. Let's kind of break it down so you guys get a full picture of how we actually want it to operate. Turn 1, Gilded Goose. Turn 2, Wolfwillow Haven. Turn 3, Orvar. This gives us 1 mana with Gilded Goose to either use Unsummon or Snakeskin Veil to protect Orvar, right? If we use it on Orvar, we don't get a copy, but it remains in play on our next turn. The following turn, boom, Wicked Wolf, right? You'll be playing 5 mana on the next turn. You could go to 6, but then you lose Snakeskin Veil, you lose Unsummon. So I really, even though you could drop the Troll King on your next turn, I like to play it safe. I like to go with the Wicked Wolf. If there's removal, great. If not, that's fine, because we can copy it later to use that removal, and that's going to be really beneficial for us. So Orvar is in play, Wicked Wolf is in play. Next turn, sure, we could Troll King if we wanted, if our opponent didn't play a creature for us to remove. If they did play a creature that we want to get rid of, or maybe a couple of them, we use Mythos of Illuna. Mythos of Illuna will copy the wolf. The Orvar will now copy the wolf as well, so we come out with 2 Wicked Wolves, both of which will fight our opponent. If we used Gilded Goose to cast Mythos of Illuna for that red, now we have 2 wolves, 3 fight effects, and again, if we had Trail of Crumbs in play already or something, there's an indestructible if we need it. I cannot stress how amazing this is right now when we're facing off against mono red decks, mono white decks. You know, you've got the life gain throughout the food, and then you can at one point play 2 3/3s that have 3 fight effects. You give one of them indestructible that would have the double fight effect. I have no words. And, you know, of course, we do have the Troll King in here as well. I know you guys are already going to ask the question, why no oven? Well, we're using Orvar, so we have Unsummon instead. In this case, we're not sacrificing the Troll King for 2 mana or 2 food. We're unsummoning the Troll King for a brand new Troll King. Plus, this one just gets recast later for an additional 3 food. So I really think that that's the trade-off, and it works out quite beneficially. With that all being said, you guys, this was the deck list. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to friends, families, MTG playgroups, local game stores. Support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon, Grey Viking Games, Into the AM with the 6 swag. First t-shirt is on me. We have MTG Arena Assistant. You can download that for free if you're on Windows. And yeah, lots going on within the channel. I hope you guys have a good day. You enjoy the deck, and have good luck playing with it yourself. Maya says hello, doing her daily laps on her cat wheel. A lot of people ask me as well where I get this. That's from One Fast Cat. But I think there's lots of different brands out there as well. So thanks again for watching from me and Maya. Enjoy the video, and we'll see you soon with our wrap-up thoughts. We are on the draw. This is nearly a perfect opening hand, though. Turn 1 Goose. Turn 2 Haven. We need protection. There it is. Wow. And now we're just looking for a wolf. The only thing I wish is if Orvar was not a legendary. That would be the coolest thing. Oh, and we lose our goose. There goes our advantage. Right, because they're on the play. So we're not catching up. We're still lagging. The Haven might save us, but... oh, wow. There goes Orvar. They're doing a really good job here at annoying me. Do we copy a land? Probably not. Let's see what they play. Maybe we'll copy that. No, just to cultivate. Let's watch them pull 2 islands. No, just swamps. Interesting. Just go Gary Wrap. I mean, I guess we should have copied a land and we would have our Troll King out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. More cultivates. We need 1 more green source. Kind of annoying. That Troll King is just so mana required. We could take in the World Tree to fix it. That's their third Cultivate, which is actually troublesome. Packmate to draw a card. Huh. I happen to have something you might enjoy. No Trail of Crumbs in play, so we don't get a draw, but removal is ours. Remember that time we had Orvar in play? That would be cool right about now. Be double copying wolves. Now that is a wolf pack. I mean, even if we get lucky, it's going to take us a bit to assemble. I'm worried about all their removal. That's a problem. We should probably Snakeskin Veil it, shouldn't we? They only have 2 mana, so they can't do it on top. We get to hit here. Kill the Unchained, which is nice. We still have Indestructible on the Wolf. They don't have, well, they do have a Thick Grave, because all the Cultivates they were using. Dang. Alright, let's grab Indestructible. They did spend snow mana. Yeah, dang. Good on them. Right? Good on them. I mean, we have Indestructible right now, so the fight doesn't do it. Seraph. A Seraph. Interesting. That's fine, because we're 4/4/2 now. We have Indestructible, they don't, so it works out. Let's take a big hit. I think they just let it through. Down to 12. End our turn. We have another Mythos. We have Unsummon. Wow. That is not good. We're gonna hit for 12. This is not good. We need them to use that fight effect. Yeah. Then we bounce it back. Wow. I did not expect that. I cannot believe we just beat a Vorinclex. That's pretty cool. They ramped out so hard and actually made relatively good use of everything. With the Wicked Wolf OP, they even dealt with our Orvar, but we come out victorious. Yeah. We are on the draw against one Yorion. This guy, Noodle. I don't know what a nomad is. Is that because he lives high above the clouds? Oh gosh. Having a little bit of fun. You know, they're on the play. If they turn 4 of the old gods into turn 5 of Orion, I probably will cry. But hey, who knows? We top take a land. Be ideal. Nice, thank you so much. Wolfwillow in on an island. Then we get one Trail of Crumbs in play. I think they're going to take our other trail, but they might take Mythos. We'll see. I'm uncomfortable. It's never fun to play against Yorion. It's like, wow, they have every tool at their disposal. Mythos, Trail, Unsummon. Probably Mythos or Trail. Trail would get my pick because it's a draw engine, but we will see. I guess Mythos, because I was gonna say Mythos and guess in one word, but I guess Mythos can be any card, so it does maybe take priority there. Right, it could have been a binding. I don't think we can wait for them to play a creature. It's not like a reactive match. We do have to play the aggressor. Our hand is kind of forced. But we do have indestructible, so they need to exile. Hopefully they don't. We lose our graveyard, they ramp. All we're left with is this Unsummon. Ah! We could use a Troll King off the top, that would be cool. Also something that they need to exile, right? So, Foretell, Counterspell. Our turn. Ooh, that is helpful somehow. We hit for 3, pass our turn. They behold. Scry 2, draw 2. Now that is frightening. We'll survive though, it's okay. No worries here. It shouldn't be a problem. Creatures they control gain Death Touch. Binding is gone, so Yorion. It's not bounced it, but that is really, 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 really bad for us. Yikes. Deep breaths. Let's end our turn. We could always unsummon and replay the wolf if we had to. bounce the goose. Maybe that pulls a counterspell. In the way, though, is the problem. Just go right for it. If they counter it, we can just immediately replay it with the food. I think I might wait until next turn, though. I need to draw their mana. Yes, this does, just not in the way we wanted. We can eat one food, that's fine. There's no need. We'll just take it slow. Deep breaths. I knew this match was going to be ugly the moment we got in it. How do we beat Shark Typhoon in play? We have Wilt somewhere. One copy, 2.17% chance. Do you believe in the heart of the cards? I had to include it. Oh! Now that hurts. That is going to be a very, very good game. How do you beat that? Let's just go for it. Hexproof isn't enough. +1's not enough. Let's take a triple draw. Dang it. Oh! That's the one thing we didn't want to see come up. I think we can end our turn here. Our opponent, of course, gains 4 life. Up to 18. They've the world's biggest hand. 7 mana in play, plus a Shark Typhoon. You know, I hate to give up, but if there was ever a time to, this is it. They have to think everything through. We need to shuffle this Wilt off the bottom. I cannot believe that. You ever shot yourself in the foot? I think that's what just happened to us. So, you know, Mr. Big Hand here can't make a decision. And I actually find that's my downfall when I play control decks, is sometimes I get too many options. And then I start mismanaging them all. They can't make do with, what is it, 9 cards in hand? They need 10. They're like, you know what? I really need that 10th card to be able to play something this turn. Right? Goodness gracious. They bring Yorion over? Another Shark Typhoon. Hot dog. That's a thing. Let's draw two. The plot thickens. Shoot, except we don't have enough islands for the Unsummon. Oh yeah, we do. That works. What am I thinking? We have the food for the wolf. Let's eat two food. We decline these. Wow. I don't know. Like, there's a world in which we get out of this. I have no idea how to actualize it, but it's here somewhere. If we could top deck a Mythos of Illuna, that could be cool. Mythos, Snakeskin when they try to remove it. And then, yeah. We'll see though. I mean, they're making sharks too. Oh no. We don't have enough for Ugin this turn. But they make the double sharks. Double sharks are annoying. And we can't get around that. Shoot! And we don't really want to unsummon it. Or do we? Put it back to our hand, make another copy. These still have the mana cost, so we're still gonna have to sack one. But now instead of losing it, we're still left with it, right? Because we made two copies of it. And now when this enters, we'll still get the food generated again. All of the sharks are super annoying though. Are you back to the top of my library yet, Wilt? Let's make some food. I guess this could get countered. Nice. That's actually probably game. I'm surprised how well we did though, right? Like this was a blowout. So we don't get as much of a draw as we wanted. We'll pick up 2 though. Just getting closer to that Wilt. Oh, golly. Golly, golly, golly. Not good. I wish we had the food for Wicked Wolf to eat for Indestructible, because it obviously just gets double blocked. I don't know why they wouldn't block with a 4 and then a 3, so we can only kill 1. This way we get a double kill. This way we get a double kill as well. Huh. Cool beans. I guess it doesn't matter then. 1 damage in, look at us go. And we'll pretend that they're not going to make 14 sharks this turn. Or on our turn before we attack. More land. Impressed that we've held on. You know what I mean? We did our best. And that's cool, right? It's nice to see a deck not immediately fold. With control deck, it's like, well, you have to work for it at least, right? Because I've got some Hidas and I'm looking to send them your way. Wow. But I guess it does come to a point where you will fold, and this is quickly becoming it. I think we did a good job though. Hindsight, don't lose Wilt, right? Oh, they get our Troll Kings now. A real rude boy. No blocks. We do have 3 more of them left. Why not? Let's take some draws, right? You get 3 per food. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already played a land this turn. Not gonna get that. Wicked Wolf doesn't do anything. And we're just dead in the air, aren't we? They hit us for all that we have. So the value's there, but unfortunately, it's just not gonna compete against 2 Shark Typhoons. Unfortunately, right? So we don't get a good game back, and you know there's no reason to hang out if we can't have a little chit chat to close out the game. So we'll move on, and nonetheless, a really good match. Let's see what the 3rd match of today's video brings. Going first is great. The only way I'm keeping this is because we have the Goose on turn 1. We have Wolfwillow on turn 2. Praise the Lord of MTG that we pick up a land. Land off the top, we have a good chance at winning this. Wolfwillow goes out. That's our turn. And of course, we do have to top deck another land, right? A couple weird checkpoints here that we need to get through. Here it comes. Yes! That's amazing. No attacks and turn. So we do have protection through Snakeskin if we need. Hopefully not. Right, because we don't need to, you know, make a copy of it. Oh, and it's others, so it actually doesn't make a copy if you target itself. So problem solved. But we can protect it if we need. I'd rather not. I'd rather copy the Troll King a bunch. Okay. I forgot that shrines were even a thing. 1, 2, 3. So we are getting close. We would lose our ability to copy it, though. But they don't have removal, or do they? I want to be so greedy right now and just go for it. But then we lose our ability to counter it with... Let's wait. I can't do it. We'll hit for 3. I really want to go for that, but we've been burnt so many times in our career just trying to go big, right? Go for the massive win. And, you know, sometimes it's about being a little bit more level-headed than that, playing slow, like smooth is steady, smooth is slow, and slow is steady, and steady is fast. Right? Kind of a weird round of... I bet we'd just lose evens. Yeah. So it's a good thing we didn't go for it. Still super unpleasant. Hopefully they're not sitting on multiple extinction events. Deep breaths. Okay, that's not good. We only have 1 copy of Wilt. Rest in peace. I like how we don't focus on enchantments or artifacts in the deck, and we just are getting wrecked by them. I mean, potentially, we eat all 5 food into the wolf. It's an 8/8. And we have 2 Snakeskin Veils that put it to 10. We might win this, but shrines scared the heck out of me. They do such nasty things. Right? I'll just draw 3 cards. No big deal. Here's 3 free mana. Take that as well. Gulp. Pestilent Haze goes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're gonna be tapping us, but they can't target us, which is good. Deep breaths. They still have 7 available mana. We grab Indestructible. I wish this gave Indestructible too. We can replay the Troll King. That's fine. We still have lethal potentially. That's okay. What's this last 2 mana? I think we're fine. Right, I think we just have lethal. Trail of Crumbs goes out. boot us up. And I think we attack for lethal. Let's eat the food. Eat the goose. Eat the food. Keep the land. Whoops. Almost did it in the wrong order. Eat the food, decline the draw. This is riveting stuff, I know. Really fun. And if there's a counterspell, we have a backup. We have a backup, ladies and gentlemen. They have to do it now. We're getting hexproof. They're totally tapped. Good game. Oh my gosh. That was one hungry wolf. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I'm grateful we didn't get burned by that Shrines deck. It sucks to lose against. And they got the Extinction event too. Okay, we're doing all right. Alrighty, we're back. Maya likes the deck. You know, you think she'd get a little bit offended with all the wolf, but she's got a little bit of a wild thing in her, being a Bangle. She'll not really meow. She's more of a woofer. You guys have cats that woof? My cats, all three of my cats woof. They do not meow. These are like guttural woofs. A little bit worrisome when I say it out loud. It used to be just like kind of a joke. I used to call them puppy cats. So that's a thing. Yeah, she loves it. I don't know, you guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. The deck was really, really cool. I think it works well. I'm not sure how to modify it. We could bring in the World Tree. This will help Mythos of Illuna with the red mana once we're past 6. But again, it's not like it doesn't work now without the Gilded Goose, because that will fix it for now. So, you know, there's potential upgrades to the deck. But as far as an Orvar deck goes, I think the Wicked Wolf food combo works very, very well. You know, I've seen some talk about Goldspan Dragon, but how meany can you get? And, you know, as competitive as possible is where I'd like to keep it. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. For myself and Maya, have a great day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Support the channel on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon, Great Viking Games, Into the AM. Yeah, whichever other way you feel fit to do so. Till next time. Big... Oh, those are meows now. She's like, I can meow. You want to hear? All right, you guys. We'll see you soon in the next.